Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much everyone for joining. So, my name is Manish. Full name is Manish Sharma. So, I have done my BTech from PS University in 2014, and I am a graduate from Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So, thank you all for joining. So, I have been teaching in Sri Chaitanya Techno School, JP Nagar, since last 4 years, and I have a teaching experience of 8 years for IIT JEE, NEET, such kind of exams, and I teach physics. So this is my introduction. So hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So along with me, my friend Dinesh has joined the meeting. He is a BTech graduate from NIT Surathkal, and he also did his electrical engineering, who also will be handling few of the classes in value education. Okay. So the topic for today's discussion is concentration. So concentration in the age of distraction. So it's a very typical topic which is very much required, especially for students of this particular age. So we will be discussing these topics through a PowerPoint presentation, and also I will be showing some videos which will inspire you. And the main agenda of choosing this value education course, I want to explain through a video which I am going to play now. So please listen attentively. So let this 1 hour be very useful in your life. You have to be very attentive because the topic itself is concentration. So kindly be concentrated, focused when the meeting is going on, and listen to each and every sentence which I am going to tell. This is going to change your life. Okay, students. So this is the agenda of having this course, value education course. Now we are going to see one video. Is the video visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it's visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is the sound audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Okay, all right. Thank you. So this video depicts that there is something missing in our life, isn't it, students? So what is the something? So in the last we saw in that video that it is values. So it is said one who has values will be valued, isn't it? Only when we have values we will be valued in our life. Even if I get a seat in IIT, even if I get a seat in medical college, our behavior is something which matters. That is what is going to give us a degree certificate, isn't it? So let me say that I have to go from Bangalore to Delhi by a flight. So if I have to reach Delhi, how I behave in the flight, that is very, very important, isn't it, students? Don't you feel so? If my behavior is not good, then I will be thrown out of the flight. I may not reach my destination, that is Delhi. Or even if I reach, what happens? I will not go to my home. I will reach the police station because my behavior was not good, isn't it? So values are something which are very, very important in our life. One more thing we should remember in our life is the purpose of life is to lead a life of purpose. The purpose of life is to lead a life of purpose. So we should have some purpose in our life. Only then we can remove these things from our society. What are those things that we saw? Drug addiction, smoking, rape, murder, watching bad things, pornography, abortion, right? Theft, stealing. These are all the problems which are actually we are dealing with in our present scenario. So that's why we say that everywhere we have distractions. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
So let us make the session more interactive. Only when there is interaction, there will be something which we learn. Okay. So we will make it more interactive session. So I'll just take attendance for a minute. So we have students from Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Narayana E Techno School, and many other schools in Bangalore and various other places in Bangalore. So I thank all of you for joining this value education course. As I said before that it is a certificate course, and only if you have 80% attendance. So I will be taking 5 sessions. Out of it, at least you make sure that you attend at least 4 sessions out of 5, so that you get more knowledge, and we can give you a certificate. It is a certified course. So I again extend my heartily welcome to everyone. So please be attending all the sessions regularly. It will be once in a week. Okay, once in a week, and it will be on Tuesdays. So Tuesday we call it as Mangalwar. It is an auspicious day, Mangal. It brings Mangal in our life. So Mangalwar means auspicious. So that's why I thought I will start this course on a Tuesday, Mangalwar.
Sir,
Right?
every week Tuesdays at same time we have this session, sir.
Yes, Tuesday, 6:30 to 8. In that, I will be starting the course exactly on time, 6:30. So please all make sure that all of you join on time. If you have any concerns regarding the course, you can always message me personally. So whoever are the group admins of value education course WhatsApp group, you can just message them personally if you have any concerns. Okay, so we will be restricting our classes from 6:30 to 8 only. I will not be extending more than that because all of your students, you have many other things also to do, right? You have like homeworks. So our schools are giving so much homeworks nowadays. So I will not disturb you during that time. Okay. So let us make it so valuable. So let us come to this point, students. Concentration, right? This is the most difficult thing for any student of present age, isn't it, students? Is concentration easy?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Concentration is not easy,
Yes, sir.
right?
It's extremely
But
difficult.
yes, but it is easy for some people. It is difficult for some people. We cannot say that it is difficult for everyone, isn't it? So that is what is the agenda of our classes of this value education course. We have to make our concentration better so that we can achieve the purpose of our life. So that's why I said the purpose of life is to lead a life of purpose. And the main thing in life is to keep the main thing as the main thing. It's a very important quotation in English. So let us start today's class with an invocation song, invocation mantra. All of you, if possible, can repeat after me. Om, Om Ajnana Timirandasya. All of you can repeat.
Om
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य
Jnananjana Shalakaya
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
श्रीगुरवे नमः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः
Yes, thank you. So, this is what the mantra that we saw now. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, I offer my respectful obeisances to my teacher. So, we should always offer our obeisances to teachers who give us what? This divine light of knowledge. In this age of darkness, we all are ignorant, isn't it? We don't know everything. So we have darkness. This darkness of ignorance has scattered everywhere. So mainly,
Chaitanya school.
so we are all in darkness of ignorance, isn't it? So I am just praying to my teachers who gave me knowledge to remove this darkness of ignorance and give us this light of knowledge. So this is the meaning of this mantra. Om Ajnana Timirandasya. Remove this Ajnana from my life. Ajnana means ignorance. Ignorance means no knowledge. Jnana Anjana Shalakaya. So what you have to do? My eyes are blinded with ignorance. Please give me light of knowledge. Only then we can see. So we can see only when we have light of knowledge. So Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So all of you can memorize this if possible. In all my classes, we will be starting with this particular invocation mantra. Okay. So now onwards, all of you can use the digital signs. There is thumbs up. Okay. If you are okay with whatever I am telling, just use the digital sign, thumbs up button. Okay. So what topic we are discussing today? Age of concentration. Art of concentration in the age of distractions. Okay. So we have distractions everywhere in our life. So we have social media, which is the main distraction in our life. We have Facebook, WhatsApp, we have Google. Yeah. If we use it for right purpose, then it won't be a distraction. But if we don't use it for right purpose, then it is considered as distraction. Right? So in this age of distractions, how we can concentrate? So today in our course, we will be discussing the following topics. So we will first discuss what is concentration. Then we will discuss about story of Arjuna, who was one Pandavas, who was one among the Pandavas, who was a very great archer. How he was concentrated in his life. Archery means concentration. So concentration is very much important. Then we will see what is the importance of concentration in our life. Then we will see what is that particular entity which is not allowing us to concentrate. So that is that mind. Yeah. So how we can have presence of mind and how we can control our mind so that we can be always concentrated and focused in our life. Then someone may ask, sir, what is the problem with mind? Why we are so devastated with this mind? Why we are thinking mind as a problem? That also we will see. Then we will see how to make mind focused. So I will be giving you some tips and tricks how we can focus our mind so that we can always remain concentrated in our life. Okay, students? So if you see the dictionary, Webster's dictionary or whichever dictionary we refer, concentration means it is the ability to focus the mind on a thing or any word or anything, you can say, any object steadily there without letting it wander. So our mind keeps on wandering here and there. So we are fixing our mind to one particular thing. That is called as concentration. Yeah. So our memory depends on concentration. Our memory clearly depends on concentration. So all of us have something called as IQ, EQ and SQ. So these are three very, very important things in our life. What are those? IQ. What is the full form of IQ, students?
Intelligence quotient.
Intelligent quotient.
Intelligent quotient. So it is said anyone having more than 90 IQ is considered to be above average student, and those who have more than 120 IQ are considered intelligent students, and those who have lesser than 90 IQ are considered as below average students or below average person. But is only IQ sufficient in our life?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I have so much IQ, but if I am into drug addiction, smoking, then it is of no use. I told you, once we enter into engineering or medical college, what gives us degree certificate? Is it our IQ or our behavior?
Our behavior and our IQ.
Yeah,
Both,
behavior
sir.
and IQ.
Both, sir.
Both are important, right? We should have values. Only when we have values, then we will be valued. So first thing I told, if we have purpose in life, that is the best thing. We should keep the main thing as main thing in our life. Yeah.
Sir,
we
but
have
what is
so-
the main thing?
Sorry.
What is the main thing?
Main thing. As a student, what is your main thing? Tell me. One who is studious is called as student. Isn't it?
Yes.
And
So as a student, our main thing is to be studying,
Disciplined and studying.
right? Disciplined, having values. So that is our main thing as a student. Then as we become a person who is having a job, then our main thing is to have values, along with that to bring some money for the family, right? Then as we grow old, our main thing may change. So in our life, every part of our life, our goals keep on changing, and but our aim should remain one. You are all understanding? One can
Yes.
have many goals, but our aim should be one. You are understanding? What is the difference between goals and aim? Aim is only one in our life. We have to become a human being and a man of values, and everyone should consider us as some better person in our life. So that is the main thing in our life. Goals. Goals are temporary. So we may have many temporary goals, but our aim should be always permanent. So that is the difference between goal and aim. So last 10 minutes, last 15 minutes of our session, I will be taking up doubts of all the students. So I will be clarifying the doubts from 7:45 to 8. So all of you can keep your doubts ready. About related to the session, any doubt you get, you can always ask. Okay, students? So let us continue. So you see, whenever we remember concentration, we remember some famous personalities in our life. So we can remember people like Arjuna. Arjuna was a very great archer. All of you might have studied Mahabharata, and all of you know Pandavas. So Pandavas were 5 in number, and the most focused and concentrated, most focused Pandava among all the 5 Pandavas was Arjuna. His concentration was so accurate that he could hit anything just by listening to sound. So that is called as Shabdavedi Vidya. All of you have heard about this? Shabdavedi Vidya.
Yes, sir.
Just by hearing the sound,
Think yes, sir.
just by hearing the sound, they can
Yes, sir.
just target anything. Like Ekalavya. We also have listened to the story of Ekalavya, who was actually a student of Dronacharya. He considered Dronacharya as his teacher, and he used to practice archery. And one time there was a dog which was barking when he was practicing archery. So what he did, he didn't know where the dog exactly is. So what he did, he just focused on that sound from where it is coming, and he just hit the arrow in the right direction, and it goes exactly and hits that dog, and the dog is dead. So that was the focus that people used to have. Arjuna was so focused that just by seeing reflection of a fish in water, he could hit the real fish. So that was his focus. So there is one story which comes in Mahabharata where Dronacharya was teacher for Pandavas also and Kauravas also. All of you know this. So he used to guide Pandavas also. Pandavas were 5 in number, and Kauravas how many?
100,
Sir,
sir.
100.
100.
100. Yes.
100 on it.
Yes, very good. 100. So Dronacharya was the teacher, and Dronacharya used to teach them military art, how to fight, how to use weapons, and how to focus. Shabdavedi Vidya was one of the teachings which he gave to his students. So one time he called Yudhishthira, Duryodhana, and Arjuna, and Bhima, and all these famous personalities.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, Ekalavya builded Dronacharya using the sand, no sir? A model.
Yes. Yes. So Ekalavya, he had a deity, or idol, we can say, of Dronacharya, and he used to practice. So
sir,
actually,
as he was Kshatriya, sir, yeah, Arjuna was Kshatriya, he could learn, sir. Ekalavya was not Kshatriya, he couldn't learn, no, sir.
yes, Ekalavya was not a Kshatriya. So he was born in some other caste. So Dronacharya didn't allow.
Bad education.
Okay. All
Sir,
right.
what about Karna?
Yeah, any doubts we have, we will take up in the end. Okay, students?
Sir, actually, Ekalavya was more focused than Arjuna, sir.
We cannot say that.
Actually, Karna
We
was
cannot say that.
most
Okay?
powerful.
All right, students? So listen very attentively. So Dronacharya called, first he called Yudhishthira. So then Dronacharya had kept one small model of a bird on the tree, which had a red color eye. Okay. And Dronacharya said, all of you have to focus on the eye of the bird and hit the eye of the bird. So all of them said, yes, okay, okay, Gurudev, thank you, we will do it. Then first came Yudhishthira. He targeted on the bird, on the eye of the bird. He had a bow and arrow. He targeted. Then Dronacharya said, Yudhishthira, are you able to see the tree? Yudhishthira said, yes. Are you able to see the sky? Yudhishthira said, yes. Are you able to see the bird? Yudhishthira said, yes. Are you able to see the eye of the bird? Yudhishthira said, yes. So then he said, please don't shoot. Come aside. Come to the side. No shooting for you. Then he called Duryodhana. Then Dronacharya told, yes, Duryodhana, come on, focus on the bird now. Are you able to see the tree? Duryodhana said, yes. Are you able to see the bird? He said, yes. Okay, you also come aside. Come to the side. Then he called Arjuna. So Arjuna came with so much focus, attention, he came concentrated. He focused his arrow on the eye of the bird. Then Dronacharya asked, Arjuna, are you able to see the sky? He said, no. Arjuna, are you able to see the tree? He said, no. Are you able to see the bird? No. Are you able to see the eye of the bird? Arjuna said, yes. Then Dronacharya instructed him to shoot. So he shot, exactly it goes and hits the eye of the bird. That was the focus which Arjuna had. Are you all understanding? So that's why we can say the best example we can take for focus is Arjuna. Okay, let us go ahead. I hope you understood the story, what I am trying to tell. So let us go to the next thing. So all of you have something called as mind. Anyways, after some time we will be discussing what is this mind and all. So we compare this mind to a magnifying glass. All of you have learned physics, isn't it? All of you know convex lens. I am also a physics teacher for IPL program in Sri Chaitanya. I have very good experience of teaching this. So when you keep the object at the focus of convex lens and you focus the rays of the sun, so when you concentrate those rays on a particular point, let's say paper, so the paper gets burnt. So all of you have learned this. So when will the paper burn? Only when the sun rays are converged to a point. That is the use of concentration. That's why concentration is very, very important. If we have to burn the paper, then we have to concentrate those sun rays on that paper. Are you all understanding? So like that, mind is like a magnifying glass. And the thoughts which come in our mind is considered to the rays of sun. So when mind is not focused, then the thoughts will be dispersed everywhere. Like dispersed sun rays cannot burn the paper. Like that, mind with thoughts cannot be focused. So mind cannot be focused if all our thoughts are dispersed. So this is very, very important thing. But when we bring our thoughts together into our mind with concentration and focus, their power will be tremendous. Okay? So I hope you understood this analogy. Let us go ahead. So if sun rays are scattered everywhere, they are weak. Correct? They don't have potency to burn the paper. But if sun rays are scattered they are converged at a particular point, then their image will be formed at focus, and there the intensity of light will be very strong that it will be able to burn the paper. So that is the importance of concentration. Yeah. All of you have eaten rasmalai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, all of you know
Yes,
rabdi.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you like rabdi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Concentrated milk. So you have to literally roll the milk for 3 hours, 4 hours. Then it becomes concentrated and you put sugar in that and then eat. How it tastes? The taste we cannot explain, isn't it?
Yes,
Can we
sir.
explain the taste of rabdi? We cannot explain. Well, that tasty it is because it is concentrated milk. Are you all understanding the importance of concentration?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So there are techniques. How many of you have watched movie this Chandni Chowk to China?
Yes, sir. See.
Yeah, many of you have seen it, right? So in that, you might have seen Akshay Kumar tries to fight. So he knows martial arts and he concentrates. He focuses with some mantras, and everything around him flies away in the sky, and the enemy also flies away, and he falls apart. You have seen that scene? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you can see in the picture, there is one person concentrating on the glass. What has happened to that glass?
Break, sir.
So it's broken.
So the glass has broken. So in our earlier days, our ancestors, yogis, so they used to control their mind with yoga, and they used to concentrate their mind on a particular thing, and they could be able to break it. So there were yogis who can put fire in the sacrifice. You might have seen in sacrifice when we do homa, yagya, they say no. There they put some wooden sticks. So nowadays we are using matchbox and matchsticks to light it, correct? But yogis had so much power that they just concentrated on that wood and it used to catch fire. So that was the focus that they had. And they used to recite some Vedic mantras to do that particular thing. So that is the importance of concentration. I hope you understood this,
Sir, why can't we do that, sir?
because we don't know how to focus our mind and we don't know yoga also. We cannot say we are yogis. So there are so many distractions. When we are doing meditation only, our mind goes to different places. Correct, no? When we decide, let me focus my mind for 5 minutes now. That time only our mind will start thinking all rubbish things and all unwanted things in our life, isn't it? So do we have focus
No, sir.
No, sir.
to break the glass?
Sir.
No.
No, sir.
So that's why we are not able to break it. It's a technique, actually we need to practice it. It takes time, correct? And it's very difficult in this particular age. Okay, let us go to next thing. So can anyone read this for me? You raise your hand, I will. Yes, Krishna Prasad.
Yes, sir. Understanding the presence of mind. A boy is peeping out from the window and trying to watch the beautiful cricket match of other schoolmates while the teacher is teaching in classroom. Suddenly, the boy is hit with the chalk. Teacher, yes, you, stand up. Tell me who is Chanakya Pandit? Student, blinking, staring in the sky. Teacher pulls the ears and lifts the student. You fool! Why don't you hear properly when things are taught?
Then
boy ears were in the class. Surely, but why wasn't he able to hear what the teacher taught? Because his mind was not in the class. You are where your mind is. It is the mind that lies behind the ears and hears through it. It is not just the ears that hear. The teacher spoke through the student's ears were physically present in the class. His mind was outside in the playground. So he did not hear the teacher. So to hear anything, the mind should be present along with the ears. To see anything, the mind has to be present along with the eyes. To do anything, the mind has to be present along with the hands. When the mind is present with us without wandering, we are able to concentrate. This is the story of King Prithvi Raj Chauhan. The story. Now let me introduce the story of King Prithvi Raj Chauhan killing Mughal invader Muhammad Ghori.
Yes. So all of you, most of you dislike social science, but many of you like social science.
Yes.
Many of you don't like social science because there is too much of mugging up and by hearting, memorizing.
Lot of dates.
Yes, lot of dates.
Mostly in
Yeah,
history, sir.
yeah. So this Prithviraj Chauhan, he was ruler of one dynasty called Chauhan dynasty, and he was the king of Delhi and Ajmer in Rajasthan. There is a place called Ajmer, and
Excuse
his
me.
place, India was attacked by this Mughal ruler by name Muhammad Ghori and Muhammad Ghazni. So they were,
Afghanistan.
yes, Afghanistan, correct. So they ruled this present Afghanistan part, and Muhammad Ghori invaded India for 17 times. And 17 times he was defeated by, it is said, he was defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan. He was defeated, not killed, he was defeated. Okay. And 18th time, when Muhammad Ghori came with a big army, he was able to subdue Prithviraj Chauhan, and Prithviraj Chauhan was captured by the soldiers of Muhammad Ghori, and Muhammad Ghori asked his servants to put Prithviraj Chauhan in jail. So it's a very, very important story. With concentration, you listen.
Sir, excuse me.
So, yes.
Sir, recently there was a movie about Prithvi Chauhan by Akshay Kumar also, no, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Prithviraj Chauhan, he had one poet in his kingdom by name Chand Bardai.
Chand.
Yeah. So he was the one who wrote a book called as Prithviraj Razo. Correct. So this Chand Bardai, when he heard that Prithviraj Chauhan is captured, he went to Muhammad Ghori and said, "My dear sir, you know Prithviraj Chauhan, he is a very good archer. He is very good at archery. So I have one small request to you. So please, I just want you to test his archery. He knows this particular knowledge called as Shabdavedi Vidya. Shabdavedi Vidya means he can target anyone and anything with sound, just by hearing sound. So actually it was a plan made by this Chand Bardai and Prithviraj Chauhan to kill Muhammad Ghori. You're understanding? There is a plan. Okay. So they had some plan. So Muhammad Ghori did not accept it in the beginning, but after repeated requests, he took it seriously, and one day he came out of jail. Prithviraj Chauhan came out of jail, and he wanted to showcase his talent of Shabdavedi Vidya. Now what happened? That time this Muhammad Ghori was speaking something. Okay. So actually Prithviraj Chauhan, he was blinded up. He was blinded by this Muhammad Ghori. When he was captured, his eyes were blinded so that he cannot see. So, but they made one plan to kill Muhammad Ghori, And but now Prithviraj Chauhan was blind, but he knew that particular knowledge. What is that called? Shabdavedi Vidya. So when he was focusing on something, some object was kept in that big playground, and Prithviraj Chauhan focused on that particular object. But that time Mohammad Ghori was talking something. So he just turned the bow and he shot the arrow where exactly that sound was coming from. And it went and hit Mohammad Ghori and he was dead. So this is the story how Prithviraj Chauhan killed Mohammad Ghori with his concentration power. What concentration power we see here?
Shabdavedi Vidya.
Shabdavedi Vidya. Yeah. So thus Prithviraj Chauhan, that's why Prithviraj Chauhan became a very famous king who ruled our country. He was the king of Delhi and Ajmer. Okay, let us go ahead now. So all of you know Chanakya Pandit. So this Chanakya Pandit, he has written one particular book called as Chanakya Niti, where we see this particular sloka. The sloka is like this. So this sloka talks about characteristics of an ideal student, how an ideal student should be, how he should behave. So all of your students, right? So what are the 5 characteristics that an ideal student should have? So he says, Kaka cheshtaha, bako dhyanam, shwana nidra, tataivacha, alpahari, gruhatyagi, vidyarthi pancha lakshanam. So many students would have heard this particular verse, which I told in the class also. So first quality which students should have is Kaka cheshtaha. So Kaka in Sanskrit means crow. Okay. So crow, all of you know the story of a crow. How one day it was very thirsty and but the water in the pot was very at a lower level. So what it did, it brought some stones from everywhere and it used his intelligence. It did some hard work, and after a hard work of 2-3 hours, finally it was able to drink some water. Are you all understanding? So the first quality that students should have is endeavor. Endeavor. So how you should endeavor, students? Like a crow. So what kind of hard work you should do? Like that crow. Second quality, bako dhyanam. Baka means crane. All of you in Hindi might have studied what is that? Bugla they say, right?
Bagalu.
Yeah, baglu. So what does baglu mean? Crane. So baka, crane, dhyanam. Dhyanam means what, students? Attention. So you should have attention like a crane. You should have endeavor like a crow, and you should do focus like a crane. What does crane do?
Sir, when he gets hungry, sir, at the time he focus on the fish which he has to catch. With his concentration, he will be able to catch the fish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, focus. Crane is known for its focus. If it puts its beak inside the water, for sure it will come out with the fish. There is no miss. It does not misses the fish. They show no better luck next time. There is no better luck next time for crane. So we should have focus like a crane. What is the third quality Chanakya says? Shwana nidra. Shwana means dog in Sanskrit. Nidra means sleep. So does it mean you should sleep like a dog?
Man, sir,
Rarely
they say
sleep
that
like
you should sleep like a dog. Whether if some thief comes, it suddenly get upset.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That is a
It's
sense. It's
attentive.
alert
Yes.
every time.
It is attentive even during sleep. A dog is attentive even during sleep. But what are we doing? When we sleep, a thief slowly comes, steals away everything. Nothing we get to know. In the morning, we will get to know that someone has stolen something.
Sir, dolphin sleeps with one eye, sir.
Yes. Every animal is very unique, right? We should learn many things from these animals, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Every animal is unique, and every animal can teach us some lesson. So we should have hard work like crow. We should have focus like crane. We should have, what is the third one? Sleeping power. We should be attentive even during sleep.
Attentive like a dog.
We should be attentive like a dog
Dog.
which is sleeping.
Yes.
Even while sleeping, it is very attentive, focused. Fourth one, alpahari. Alpahari means we should not overeat. Eating is very important for us, but overeating is not good. Why overeating is not good, students?
Because it causes health problems like obesity and other problems, as
Because
well
it
as
makes us
our mind would get distracted. So in the long
Yes.
term of
Feel
practicing
sleep.
studies, it will not help.
Sir, we become
Yes.
lazy and lethargic.
Yes, this is very important. Lazy.
sleep.
Yes. Lazy, lethargy, sleeping. That is
Yes.
due to overeating and irregulated lifestyle. So we are not concerned about our food habits. That's why we have diseases. We have lethargy. We have laziness. We feel like sleeping in the class. So we should, if possible, try to eat minimum. Especially in night time, we should eat less. In lunch break, we should eat more. And in breakfast, we should eat the highest amount of food. So this is what our scriptures say. This is what our Ayurveda says. So if you want to increase your lifespan, if breakfast, you are breaking fast after 12 hours literally. So breakfast should be huge. Lunch should be minimal because after breakfast, after 4-5 hours, we are taking lunch. So it should be medium. But night time, you should take minimum food. And very simple food. If we want to wake up early in the morning, we should take minimum food at night time. And before 9 p.m. we should take food. That is a very good habit. So I hope. And the fifth quality is Gruhatyaga. Gruhatyaga means we should give up our comfort level. So all of us feel comfortable at home, right? All of you are feeling comfortable now and listening to my class, isn't it? But in school we don't feel at home. We feel comfortable only at our home, isn't it? That's why at 4-5 o'clock when our school leaves, we run away. Within no time we go to our home because we feel
Sir.
comfortable.
Sir, we should eat the breakfast before 9 a.m. because after that it creates Agnisaraka.
Yes, that is also important. Correct. Okay. So what are the 5 qualities? We should endeavor like a crow. We should have focus like a crane. We should have attention like a dog. We should be alpahari, means we should not do overeating. And fifth quality is gruhatyaga. Gruhatyaga means not living home, giving up comfort level. Gruhatyaga does not mean giving up home and becoming sannyasi. It means we feel comfortable at home, right? So giving up our comfort level, we should be ready to extend ourselves for anything we want to achieve, isn't it? Yeah. Practice.
Yes.
So in all our classrooms, one thing which is given very much importance is what? Practice. All of you know this. So this is Chanakya. Chanakya Pandit gives many slokas like this. Very important slokas. Okay, let us go to next students. Now let us come. We want to concentrate, but there is one problem. What is that problem? This is the great distractor within ourselves. That is what? Mind.
Problem of mind.
Mr. Mind. Mr. Mind is waiting for all of us always to distract us. Huh? Mr. Mind is telling, hey, when this fellow will stop the class, when will it be 8 o'clock and we will just log out of this session and start with our studies. How many of you are feeling like this?
So far, no, sir.
So far, no
Probably
one.
tiny bit. It's trying to accumulate little bit.
Yes, yes. So because all of you have some OT exams or something may be there after 2-3 days, that's why you may feel little uncomfortable, right? But it's okay. We are giving time for the right purpose, so we should always do it. No problem. Okay. What is this mind and what are the problems it gives us? So let us see. See, all of us have three kinds of things in our body. What are those? First is the gross body. Gross body means which you can see externally. The face, the trunk, the hands, legs, sense organs, all these things you can see, right? That is called gross body. So it is called in Sanskrit Stula Sharira. Stula Sharira means something which can be seen. So whatever you see, my hands, legs, face, this is called as gross body.
ఇదే కాదు లేదమ్మా
Within our body,
మా
within our body, we have another part that is called subtle body. So subtle body contains three things. One is mind. Mind is called mana. मन मन का काम मन कर रहा है, आपका काम आप करो, this is no मन, mind. Second thing is intelligence. Subtle body is made up of intelligence. And third thing is false ego. All of us have this false ego, right? Ego problem. It hurts when someone talks bad about us. It hurts when someone has more money than us. We feel ego problem. We have enviousness, we have jealousy. All this is called subtle body. So in subtle body there are three things. What are those? Mind, intelligence, false ego. And within that there is something called as soul, atma. Without soul our body is just dead matter, isn't it, students? Our body is just a dead matter. When we die, people say Mr. Manish has left the body. What has left the body? Atma, the soul. All of us know that there is soul inside, isn't it? That Manish is the name given to my soul, not for my body, isn't it? I say it is my body. I don't say I body. I am body. We should never think that I am body. It is my body. That means this body belongs to my soul. I say my hands. That means these hands belong to my soul. Are you understanding? For body also we say my body. We don't say I body, right? That means there is another living entity which is there inside, which is giving us consciousness. Okay, so consciousness comes from soul. When someone pricks something in our body, we feel the pain. Dead body does not feel it, right? Dead body doesn't have consciousness because soul is not there in that body. The soul leaves the body, it becomes dead body. So life does not come from chemicals, life comes from soul, which is there inside our body. So I hope all of you are understanding till here. Yeah, digital hand raise if you have understood this. Okay, all right, good. See, all of you know in computer, all of you know there are three things in computer, right? Two things, hardware and software. Am I right? Hardware is like gross body, software is like subtle body. Subtle means something which cannot be seen. Mind, intelligence and false ego cannot be seen. Okay, mind, intelligence, false ego cannot be seen. Hardware can be seen, like monitor I can see, CPU I can see. So hardware is compared to gross body. You can see this computer on your screen. So computer has hardware, computer has software. Similarly, we have a gross body which is compared to hardware, and subtle body, mind, intelligence and false ego is compared to software. But software becomes corrupt also, right? Correct, students? The software becomes corrupt. Sometimes some virus attacks the software and the software becomes corrupt, then we are not able to use it. So that problem is always there. Same way, there is an operator inside our body which is called soul, Atma. So Atma is the main operator. Okay. Now what does gross body contain? Gross body contains the sense organs. So all of you know there are 5 knowledge acquiring senses. We acquire our knowledge through 5 senses. What are those? Eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin. These are called the sense organs. So these are the things which belong to the hardware part. And what is the software part? Mind, intelligence, and false ego. So what is intelligence, students? Intelligence is something which helps us to take decisions. Are you all understanding? 2 choices will be always there. Should I do it or not? Who gives that particular choice to us? Intelligence. But there is mind. Mind is of 2 types. One is called conscious and subconscious. See, conscious. Now I am in woken up state, right? I am not sleeping now. I am giving a class. So my mind is conscious now. But mind also works when we are in sleep. That is called subconscious mind. Are you all understanding what I am trying to tell?
Yes.
Subconscious mind works when we are in sleep. And conscious mind works when we are
Not to sleep.
in a woken up state. Right? What is mind? Mind is a storehouse of thoughts. There are 10,000 thoughts that we get in 1 hour. It is said we have 10,000 thoughts which come in our mind in 1 hour. Can you imagine? All of you are thinking something now.
Yes.
Every second there is a thought. So it is not that mind is vacant. Mind is always busy. Some or the other thing it will be busy. Yeah. During Corona time, we used to have online classes. So some students used to say, "Sir, we are from Corona batch. We never understood whatever teachers taught." Why you never understood what teachers taught? Because we were not concentrated. There was no concentration. There were so many distractions. Yeah. You did not switch on your videos. Some students have switched on videos, but they are putting some specs and someone is putting some teddy bear face and so like see, the mind is disturbed now. Yeah, correct. Mind becomes disturbed. So distractions are happening. We are not able to concentrate. So mind is a storehouse of thoughts. Mind is a storehouse of unfulfilled desires. All of you have desired to get into IIT, the medical colleges, and to very famous institutes. But sometimes we are not able to do it. So that is called unfulfilled desire. We are not able to crack the IIT exam. That stays in our mind and always disturbs us. When we are trying to meditate, these thoughts will come and disturb us. Are you all understanding? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Unfulfilled desires. Previous experiences.
Yes, sir.
Mind is a storehouse of previous experiences. Means what? Like when I show you
Good and
gulab
bad
jamun.
memories in your life.
Yes. Already there are something stored in our mind. That is called previous experience. If I show you a gulab jamun, yeah, well, what will happen? The mind has some previous experience, right, of eating gulab jamun. Immediately it will put that experience in our mind. Are you all understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That gulab jamun will be very tasty. Gulab jamun will be giving us temporary happiness. So that is a previous experience which is stored in our mind, isn't it? So mind is a storehouse of previous experiences. But I want to ask you one thing: is enjoyment there in gulab jamun or in our mind?
In our mind, not in
No,
gulab
mind.
jamun.
Sir, mind.
Mind.
Mind is how it perceives an object.
Now I have given you one gulab jamun and someone, your friend calls you and tells, hey, your friend has died, your friend has left his body, will you feel like eating that gulab jamun?
No,
Will
sir.
you,
No, sir.
We'll
will you
clearly
say,
be
"Yes, sir,
depressed.
No,
I
sir.
will,
sir.
will you say I will eat gulab jamun and then come?
No, sir. You also
No, sir.
feel like what happened, they'll immediately
You
rush.
said enjoyment is not in that gulab jamun. Enjoyment is there in the mind. So we are just feeling that gulab jamun gives enjoyment. We are feeling that mobile will give us enjoyment. We are feeling that this distraction will give me enjoyment. But enjoyment is not in distraction, enjoyment is in mind. So very, very important point to take away. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell? So three things mind,
Yes, sir.
three things mind does. Thinking, feeling, willing. What are the three things? Thinking,
Thinking, willing, feeling.
feeling. Second thing is feeling. Third thing is willing.
Feeling.
Thinking, feeling, willing. So first I will think about gulab jamun, right? Then I will feel how gulab jamun tastes. Then I will have willingness to eat gulab jamun. Are you understanding the step-by-step process through which mind works? First it will think. Then feeling will come. Then willingness will come. Then that willingness will become action. Then actual action will happen. You will go to one sweet shop and buy gulab jamun and then eat. Are you all understanding? Then
Yes.
body does not feel enjoyment, mind feels enjoyment. So this is the difference. Okay. So now let us go to next. See, our life will be successful only if we have proper control over our mind and intelligence. So I told you, who is the decision maker? Intelligence. Always thoughts come in our mind, but who should take the decision? Intelligence. So intelligence makes the right choice. So if our intelligence controls mind, then we will make the right choice. If our mind is controlling intelligence, then we will make bad choice in our life. Are you all understanding? So in Kathopanishad, can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
So you can see one chariot, you can see 5 horses, and you can see one charioteer, the driver, and you can see one passenger. Imagine you are the passenger. Your soul is the passenger. Okay. Then you have to consider the driver of the chariot as intelligence.
Sir.
Because intelligence takes the right decisions, correct? So if,
Sir.
and those reins, you can see the ropes, right, which are controlling those 5 horses. So that reins are compared to what? Mind. And those 5 horses are compared to what? Our
Sense organs.
Five
Five
senses.
senses.
Yes, 5 senses, which are those eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin.
Okay.
So now, mind should control our senses. Intelligence should control our mind. And soul should control the intelligence. Are you all understanding the descending order in which that should happen? This is the descending order. But if it is ulta, if senses are controlling the mind, and mind is controlling intelligence, and intelligence is controlling the passenger, then the chariot will go here and there. Are you all understanding what I am trying to tell?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So always the control should come in the descending order. The passenger should control the driver should control the mind, and mind should control the senses. Like all of us have these 5 senses, right? We have hands. These are called working senses. Hands and legs are called working senses. And eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and skin. These are called knowledge acquiring senses. What are these called? Knowledge acquiring
Knowledge
senses.
acquiring senses.
Knowledge
Yeah.
acquiring sense.
Yeah, so this is called Gyanendriya. Indriya means sense organ. Jnana Indriya means knowledge, acquiring sense. And legs and hands are called Karmendriyas, through which we work. Any work we want to do, we do it through our hands and legs. Correct? We take knowledge from the sense organs, and actual work is done through legs and hands and muscles and all other bones and all. These are called working senses. And these all should be controlled by whom? Mind. And mind should be controlled by what? Intelligence. Are you all understanding this?
Yes.
Only
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
this thing happens in our life. If this thing happens in our life, then our life will be successful. Are you understanding? Then we will achieve the
Yes, sir.
state of concentration. We can be achieving concentration only if these things are working properly in the descending order. Intelligence should control mind, mind should control the senses. Okay, understood? So this is what Kathopanishad says. Upanishads. There are 108 Upanishads. All of you have heard about it? So there is Mundaka Upanishad, Kathopanishad. Like this, many Upanishads are there, scriptures. In Kathopanishad 1.3.9, this particular description of intelligence, body, chariot, senses comes. Okay, students, I hope you understood this.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
In Bhagavad Gita, all of you know about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 6.6, 6th chapter, 6th verse, there is a sloka which comes, which says, Bandhur Atmat Manastasya Yena Atmaiva Atmana Jito Anatmanastu Shatrutve Vartet Atmaiva Shatruvan. So what is the translation? For him who has conquered the mind, one who can conquer the mind is the best of his friends. But one who has failed to conquer the mind will be his greatest enemy. So don't search for enemies outside. Where is enemy? Inside us. Within ourselves there is enemy. What is that enemy?
Mind.
Mind. That's why Bhagavad Gita says, if mind is controlled, then mind is our best friend. And if mind is not controlled, then mind is our
Enemy.
Greatest enemy.
enemy. So the purpose of our life won't be achieved if mind becomes our enemy. So we have to make, so what are you learning from this session? We should make mind as our friend or enemy?
Friends.
Friends, sir.
Friends.
Yes. So we have to make our mind as our friend. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita there is another sloka which says, Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahu shakahi anantascha buddhayo avasyayinam. So all of you have some purpose in life, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So those who have a particular purpose in life, they should have Ekeha Buddhir Kuru Nandana. Krishna is telling Arjuna, you have to what? You should have one pointed attention. What is Krishna telling to Arjuna? You should have one pointed attention. What should we have, students? We should have
One
One
point.
pointed attention.
Attention.
one pointed attention. Ekeha, one. Ekeha means one.
One.
Buddhi means intelligence. Or we can say
Sir,
Ekagrata. Yes, very good, very good. Yes. Ekagrata. We should have what? Ekagrata.
Ekagrata. One path.
Concentration. Ekagrata, sir.
What is the third line spelling? Bahu Shaka. Shaka means branches. So should our attention have many branches?
No, sir.
No. A tree can have branches, a bank can have branches, schools can have branches, but our focus should not have
Branches.
branches. So Bahu Shaka. Shaka means branch of a tree. He anantascha. Anantascha means if you have many, ananta means what? Infinite branches. If your attention is infinite branched, then that means you don't have a purpose in life. Avasyayinam. Avasyayinam means those who are not resolute in their purpose. What is avasyayinam, students?
Those are
Those who
not
are
clear in their
clear in
purpose
their
of life.
purpose of life. So see, Bhagavad Gita is such a motivating book, isn't it? So much motivation
Yes,
it
sir.
gives when it comes to concentration, attention, focus. So this is Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse number 41. So for everything I am giving you what? Reference. So reference is very, very important in our life. Okay, let us see next slide. So what did we understand? Mind, if it is controlled, it is our best friend. We can enjoy our life. We can dance. You can see people dancing over there. But if it is uncontrolled, problems. What problems? Anxiety, stress, hypertension, anger. Then anger leads to murder. So many things will happen if our mind is not controlled. Are you all understanding?
Yes.
So there is another verse in Bhagavad Gita. See, in Bhagavad Gita, all of you know Arjuna did not want to fight with Kauravas. He was a Kshatriya. Duty of Kshatriya is to fight. So Krishna told Arjuna about many kinds of yogas. Jnana yoga. Jnana yoga means knowledge. Getting knowledge. Karma yoga means doing our occupational duty. And bhakti yoga means devotion. You are all understanding? So Krishna is talking about dhyana yoga. You should focus your mind. He was telling Arjuna about Ashtanga yogas. There are 8 kind of yogas. Yogas are meant to control our mind. All of you are understanding? What are yogas meant for?
Control our mind.
Controlling our mind.
So yoga is meant for controlling our mind. And we can control mind only when we have jnana, knowledge. Correct? Now
Sir.
you are all getting knowledge to control mind. Then you will think of controlling your mind, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
When will you think of controlling your mind? Only when you have knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Second thing, when you do dhyana yoga, focus attention. But Arjuna is keeping his hand on his head. You can see here. And what is he telling? Krishna, you are asking me to control the mind. But what is mind? So he says, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavadrudam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. This is Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 34th verse. So this 6th chapter talks about what? Dhyana yoga. Dhyana means focus. Are you all understanding? But Arjuna is telling, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna.
Mind is turbulent.
Mind is completely agitated. Chanchalam. It is like monkey. You know how monkey is completely disturbed? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Monkey cannot remain at one place at any time. It
He
will
keeps on
roam here.
monkeying around.
So our mind is like chanchalam, agitated. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Pramati balavadrudam. Controlling. Pramati means controlling. Balavadrudam.
Very difficult.
Because mind is very balavad. What is balavad means?
Strong.
Strong.
Extremely strong.
So if your mind is stronger than intelligence, this is what happens.
Yes.
You won't be able to control the mind. Then what he is telling? Tasyaham nigraham manye. Nigraham means control. It is very difficult to control the mind.
Mind.
Who is telling this?
Arjuna.
Arjuna. I told you story about Arjuna. He could hit the
Partha.
eye of the bird. That much focus and attention he had. But that Arjuna is telling, I am not able to control the mind.
So it's
Can we-
actually because another distraction has caught his mind at that time. That is the fact that he had to kill his own kin during the Mahabharata war, Kurukshetra.
Emotions.
Yes. Yes. So Krishna told you have to control mind through dhyana yoga, but Arjuna is telling, not possible, Krishna, not possible. Tasyam nigram manye vayoriva suduskuram. Vayu means what? Wind.
Wind.
Arjuna had power of 10,000 elephants. How much power Arjuna had?
10,000.
10,000 elephants power.
One elephant is so much powerful. 10,000 elephants means
10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power something.
that much power he had for fighting. And that powerful, such powerful person cannot control his mind. Actually, Arjuna is telling all these things so that all of us can read Bhagavad Gita and we can actually read Bhagavad Gita and understand that we cannot control our mind. Actually, Arjuna is asking questions not for himself, he is asking questions for future generation. What is that future generation? Us.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you all understanding?
Us.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So he is telling I can control the high speed wind. Vayu. I can control wind, but I cannot control mind. For your information, mind is faster than wind also.
Yes, sir.
There is mind faster than light.
Faster than light also. Yes.
Not-
Mind is
Yes, yes.
mind is yes, mind is faster than light. So today we have talked about mind. So you see, mind is like a knife. Can we make knife as our friend? Yes, we can make knife as our
Yes,
friend
sir.
if we are using it for cutting vegetables, cutting fruits, etc. But what do thieves do? They use a knife for killing other people. So now tell me, is knife good or bad?
It's both.
Sir,
Depends upon how the operator uses it
Yes, sir. How
properly
the
or
operator
By
misuses
the
it.
way, how the people
use it.
Now tell me, is mind good or bad?
It depends upon how we use
are
it,
both.
How we use it.
utilize it. It
If
depends.
our intelligence can control mind,
Then it was
successful.
good reason.
Life is successful. If our mind is controlling intelligence,
Life is
then what?
unsuccessful.
Our chariot will go in all 5 horses will go in 5 directions. Can you imagine the situation?
So it will be chaotic.
Yes.
Chaotic. All 5 horses going in 5 directions. The chariot will break into pieces. A passenger will be in trouble. Because driver is not able to control the reins of the horse, the mind. And mind is not able to control the senses. Chaotic situation in our life will come. Are you all understanding, students?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
can I till here, can I believe that all of you have understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir.
yes.
Okay, all right. Can
Yes,
I
sir.
conduct? Can I show one question on the screen and can you answer it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Anyways, that polling session is not valid in my particular device. Okay, anyways, next class we will see. I will be focusing on questions also, just to understand how much you have understood. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
so today we discussed what is concentration. We studied some slokas from Bhagavad Gita. We studied some things about Chanakya Niti. We saw how Arjuna was so much concentrated. We saw that story, and I told you about mind. Mind is a storehouse of previous experiences,
Thoughts, experiences, and desires.
unfulfilled desires,
And
unfulfilled.
thoughts.
Like when I have cycle, I want bike. When I have bike, I want car. When I have car, I want. When I have SUV, I want MUV. And I want a personal jet. So these are all unfulfilled desires which always comes in our mind, isn't it? So how to control mind? So that I will take up in off session, that is next week. In our next session, I will be taking up what? How to control our mind and become concentrated in our life. And in our next class, we will also study about self-confidence. So today we studied about concentration. In our next class, we will study about self-confidence.
Sir,
Sir, I have a doubt.
sir, I
Yes. So now,
Sir,
wait 1 second, wait. One by one, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. So,
yes.
only I have told you all the sessions, like 80% sessions, if you attend, you will be qualified for a receiving one certificate. Okay. And I hope all of you understood what I tried to express in this particular session, that if you want concentration, we have to control what? We have to control what?
Mind.
Sir, mind.
Mind.
And we have to control mind through our what? Buddhi.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
That is what our scriptures have to say. So, whoever has questions can raise their hand. One by one, I can take question.
Yes.
sir, tomorrow we don't have class. Next week, Tuesday, we have no, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, tomorrow we don't have class. Next week, Tuesday, we have no, sir.
Yes, yes. Next week, Tuesday, what is the date? 19th July.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All of you, please don't leave that value education group. So, I have so many things to tell. I want to make all of your life sublime. That's why my intention is to help all of you. That's why I'm taking these sessions for free of cost. You just need to give your time to me. 1.5 hours. Next session, and all I will just take 1 hour 15 minutes plus, not more than that. Okay? So those who don't have any questions, they can leave the meeting. So now it is 8 o'clock. If someone has questions, you can be in the meeting, ask your question. I'll be happy to answer. But while asking question, please switch on your video so that I can see my old students. I'm very happy that there are many old students who have joined today's class. So Nitin from Electronic City, students from Narayana Techno School. Any other school students we have? We have students from, I think, Ryan Global School, Ryan. And we have students from Mount Litera Z School. Right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. The session was useful.
So thank you very much, students. Chaitanya students,
Thank you,
we
sir.
have
Bye,
from
sir.
JP Nagar, Electronic City, Chaitanya students. All the best for your exam, which is coming up after 2 days. So please
Thank you, sir.
concentrate. So I hope I have given you little motivation to concentrate on your exams.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
you
first
did
question
give.
from Nitin. Yes, Nitin, nice to see you.
Sir, I'm Nitin's brother, sir, Hemant.
Oh, okay, very good. Yes.
Sir, you told that,
Nitin.
sir, you told that mind is faster than light. Why can't we do time travel?
It is not so fast. Actually, mind, I told you, it is subtle body. Subtle body, which means we cannot see. So when you travel, your body travels along with the mind. You cannot remove your mind from the body and take it with that speed. Correct? No. It is a part of our body. So that's why we cannot do time travel.
Sir, can you share this video in the group, sir? My brother did not listen actually, so he should listen.
Sure. Yes, next question, Krishna Prasad.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding the mind. When you said about the examples of concentration importance, you had said that the mind can be powerful enough such that if it is concentrated highly enough, it can break a glass or
Yes, sir. Even I had the same doubt.
So may I know how is that exactly possible? And if it is possible, is it done via the auras which are present around our subtle body?
Yes, actually, there is something called as Ashta Siddhis. You have heard about mystic power?
Yes, sir. We've heard about mystic powers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So there are
What
some
is
mystic
it?
yogis. There is something called as mystic yoga. You have heard about it?
No, sir.
Sir.
Heard about
If you
mystic
go,
yoga, I've heard about mystic powers, not yoga.
yeah, I will tell you. There is one person by name Prahlad Jani. If you browse internet, see, I will show you.
Sir, the son of
See, this is a person, he is a mystic yogi. He stays in Himalayas. So many scientists have done research on this person. But he died recently actually. When did he die? 2020.
26th May.
When he was born? 1929. How many years he lived?
Sir, more than 100.
91 years.
Not more than 100, around
91.
80 or 90, 80 years actually speaking.
90.
91 years.
91 years,
Not
yes,
even
sir.
he not eat
You
food
see,
for 20 years.
this person, he has not eaten food and water. He has not taken water for over 70 years. If you want, you just browse this, watch videos. You can see some videos about him. So, 70 years. So many scientists did research on this person. 70 years he didn't take food and water. Can you do it?
No, sir.
Oh, sir.
In a week or
max
two, you will
12 years.
die.
Probably around 1 or 2 weeks maximum, but then after that, it's
Not
beyond our
1 or
limits
2
and
days,
the body would die.
2 or 3 days. Without water, I am telling. Without water, 2 or 3 days.
Without
Without
food, like
food,
2 or 3
one
weeks.
also is very difficult for us.
Yes, sir.
So, but this person has lived for 70 years without food and water, and obviously he has had a long lifespan because of this yoga power, mystic yoga. Now, how they do it is very difficult to understand. You will find many of this kind of people in Himalayas who have
But
been
why
meditating.
all the holy things should be in Himalayas itself?
Because it is calm and peaceful. It is not like city. City is full of distractions. Outside your house, you can hear peep 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 peep, all the sounds, horn sounds. Vehicles are making sound. Distractions from all the sides. Someone is crying. Someone is yelling. Can you avoid it?
No, sir.
There's no other
So 1 or 2 of our distractions will easily
We,
catch
we
up.
have decided to live in distraction. That is the problem.
Sir,
But you
there's
see,
no
my
other peaceful
house.
place in the India, sir.
See, my house is in Bangalore rural. If you go to rural area of Bangalore, like Bannerghatta region, you go, there is full peaceful. There are no vehicles roaming around my house.
Yes,
There is
sir.
no sound. There is easy to focus. We can study nicely. We can focus. We can concentrate. Whatever we want to do, we can do. See, mystic yogis. Mystic yogis, there are actually 8 kind of mystic yogas. Dharana, there is something called as samadhi. You're understanding? Dhyana. So there are 8 kind of mystic yogas. So dharana means bringing back the mind. So some mind is going away. You are trying to bring it back. Samadhi means, samadhi is the state where your mind is not thinking about anything. Full blank. You are understanding? With so much focus. When you can achieve this particular level, then we can think about doing something like mystic yoga. We will get mystic powers. You are understanding? So we will become real magicians. You are understanding? Real magician is what? Actual magicians, they do just hath ki safai, they say, no? They are trying to just misguide us or What is that? Cheating. Magicians are actually cheating us, isn't it?
They are just doing tricks, sir.
And they are just doing some tricks. They are trying to put illusion in our mind. Are you all understanding?
Yes, sir.
But real yogis, they have real mystic powers. So when they get mystic powers, there are some mystic powers called anima. Anima means the person can become smaller. He can reduce his size. Like Lord Hanuman was a mystic yogi.
Yes,
Hanuman, you have heard?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Hanuman could reduce his size. He could increase his size. So such kind of people were found in which Treta Yuga, not in Kali Yuga. In this particular age, it is very difficult to find mystic yogis.
Sir, Ram told to Hanuman that to live until
To bring the Sanjeevagiri Parvat.
Yes. So all these incidents are histories, right? They are not some myth, mythology. Mythology means something which is not true. You're understanding? But Ramayana, Mahabharata, these are all histories. So anima means you can become smaller than the smallest. Lagima means you can make your body lightweight and you can walk on water. You can float on water. There are some yogis which can float on water also. If you see YouTube, you will get many videos also.
But is that possible now, sir? Nowadays?
Yes, why not? That's what I'm telling. Meditation. That focused meditation you have to
Sir,
do.
but nobody can't fly, no, sir.
It is said
Meditation.
if you become a mystic yogi, you can fly also.
It's against physics, no, sir.
Yes, you can go against physics if you become a mystic yogi.
Sir, but that goes against gravitation.
That's why I'm telling. We are restricting ourselves to body. But more stronger than our body is what? Mind. And more stronger than mind is our
Intelligence.
And more stronger than intelligence is soul.
Our Atma.
Understanding?
Yes, sir.
That soul, there are yogis who can take their soul to whichever planet they want. Whichever you want to go to heaven. By mystic yoga, see, even Arjuna, he went to heaven. Do you know this?
Yes,
Arjuna
sir.
had power
You
to
said
go
this
to
story in
heaven.
class.
Yes, he went to heaven. There was on heavenly damsels. You know, there are these angels in heaven. Ramba, Urvasi, like this, they have different names. So this Urvashi, she came and proposed Arjuna that please marry me. But Arjuna considered Urvashi as mother because he was a man of values. He already had a wife. Correct? He had Draupadi, he had Subhadra. Earlier days, kings had power to marry many women because they could give protection to so many women. But now Urvashi is proposing, he told, I already have a wife. Sorry, I will consider you as my mother. So Urvashi got angry and she cursed the Arjuna. So earlier days, curse also was very effective. So some Brahmanas used to curse and that used to be very effective. But in Kali Yuga, that is not possible. In this present age in which we are living, that is very difficult. I hope you understood. So next doubt, Aryan.
Sir, you said that mind can break glass, but does the mind produce vibrations?
Sorry?
Sir, you said that the mind can break glass, but can the mind produce vibrations to break the glass?
Yes, mind can produce some waves. So all of you have heard about resonance in physics?
No, sir.
Resonance is a phenomena
Resonance.
where two bodies are vibrating. If their frequency is same, then the amplitude will increase
Yes, sir.
suddenly. Like if soldiers, they should not do march past on bridges. Why?
So because if you do a march past on the bridge, the resonance would increase, and this would start putting stress on the supports of the bridge. If the stress goes
Yes.
beyond the limit, the bridge will collapse.
Yes. So there is one incident in history which happened. You just type this in internet. Tacoma narrow bridge
In Washington, D.C. This is given.
collapse. So one bridge. Even today, researchers are doing research on this. So this bridge fell down because of resonance. So what happened? Wind. Wind provides vibration to the bridge, correct?
Sir.
So it was a hanging bridge which fell down. So this Tacoma narrow bridge, I think it is in Japan.
Not in Japan,
No,
sir.
no,
It's in
Seattle,
Washington, D.C.
America.
It's in America.
40 miles south of Seattle, which is in America.
Yes, sir.
So this bridge fell down in 1940s. During World War, it fell down. And the main reason why it fell down was due to resonance. So what happens? Frequency of vibration of the bridge, when it becomes equal to frequency of the wind comes in the form of waves, right? So when it becomes equal, the bridge will vibrate with maximum amplitude. So it was a hanging bridge. It started vibrating with very big amplitude. So it fell down. So like this, when we can break glass, when the waves produced by mind, when the amplitude of those waves is equal to the amplitude of vibration of that glass, every object has a natural frequency of vibration. So if a glass is vibrating with frequency of our mind, then that glass will start vibrating with maximum amplitude. So it breaks. This is how it works.
Yes, sir. Sir, you said that our mind has the power to break a glass, sir. Then why not has the power to curse? You said that it's not possible to curse nowadays.
Yes, sir.
See, it is said, if you are a spiritual person and if you are following spirituality strictly, you are doing meditation every day, you are waking up early in the morning without fail. If you do this thing every day, routine wise, for 12 years, if you do every day same thing at same time every day for 12 years, whatever you say becomes true, it seems.
Why only 12 years?
You have to get mystic yoga, no? You have to get mystic powers. Only then whatever you say will become true. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
For that
Yes, sir.
12 years, you have to control your mind, intelligence, and follow these rituals. Routine, they say, no, morning, early morning, waking up, doing meditation, yoga, controlling the mind, concentration, attention, self-confidence. If you gain these values, then you can do it. Okay. Next question, Hemant.
Sir, why do we get headache, sir, when we get concentrated on something very importantly or anything, many thoughts?
See, all our activities are connected to the brain, right?
Yes, sir.
So our brain controls different parts of the brain controls different activity. You are understanding?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I told. Can hardware work without software?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
No, right?
Yes.
So we have bodily problems. We have problems with mind also. You know this? Anxiety, stress, hypertension. All these are not related to body. It is related to mind. So, but mind we cannot see, intelligence we cannot see, soul we cannot see, but all of them are working together. Whatever I am doing now, activity is an integration of my body, mind, intelligence, soul. Only because soul is there, I am able to, I have consciousness. So, actually, headache is something related to mind also. It is connected to mind, and mind is connected to brain. So that's why we say headache. So I told you about IQ, EQ, and SQ, right?
Yes, sir.
IQ is related to intelligence. EQ, emotional quotient. Emotional. We should have emotions.
Okay, sir.
Third thing is spiritual quotient. We should have some spiritual values. We should have some questions in our life, like why I have come to this world, what is the purpose of my life. Who will ask this kind of questions? Only those who have spiritual quotient. You are understanding? Brain has two parts: left brain, right brain. It is said left brain controls the right part of our body, and right brain controls left part of our body. Right brain is connected to spirituality, and left brain is connected to all this creativity. All these things are the part of what? Left brain. If you are a spiritual person, then your right brain is very strong. If you have creativity, you are acting like a scientist, then your left brain is very strong. So headache, all our activities, like something bad happens in my family, it is connected to mind.
Sir.
So we won't be happy, then we will start crying. So mind will send one signal to brain, and brain will send one signal to our eyes saying you have to cry now. Something bad happened in your life. So can you imagine? There are nerves. We have nerves, right? Which takes electrical signals from different parts of the body to brain. So we have a very complex body. A doctor knows only about the body.
Yes,
Doctor
sir.
does not know about soul, does not know about mind. Doctor cannot cure mind, right?
Yes.
Psychologists, they can cure mind. Psychologists, you have heard?
Sir, psychologists also are doctors only, sir.
Of course, psychologists are doctors also, and they have done some other courses also. So they have mind reading techniques. A psychologist is an ideal listener. He should have good power to listen. He should be a very good counselor. He has to solve problems of people. So it is not easy. Problems of mind is more dangerous than problems of our body. So whenever some people have problems with body, they want to commit suicide. That is problem of mind, right?
Yes, sir.
Uncontrolled mind. Because of that, we want to commit some murder or some heinous act, drug addiction. All these things are related to each other. So headache is function of mind, body, everything.
Yes.
Okay. I hope all your questions were answered.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Nitin here.
Okay, students. Hope other students don't have any questions.
No, sir, no questions.
So I'll stop here. It is already 8:20. Thank you all of you for giving your 20 minutes extra. So in next class, Nitin is there, right? Nitin, nice to see you, man. After
Hi, sir. How are
long
you?
time. Yeah, good man, good. So
I
we have.
so I joined in middle.
Sir, he had
Yeah,
MPCT class.
nice to see you. Any student from electronicity you have joined here? Switch on your videos.
Sir, I'm also here.
Sir, from Electronic City, you added only 2 people, which was me and some other girl from M2, I think. Yeah.
Maybe actually many students were there. Try to add them.
Yes, sir.
Might,
I said, yes, today morning I said to him and Satvik about this. Today I'll join the group.
okay. Maybe many of them are busy with there is an exam on after 2-3 days.
Sir, 16.
So
Yes, sir. Yeah, OT.
they
Yes,
are so
sir.
much worried. They are worried. Actually, worry also is a function of mind only. Unwanted worry, unfulfilled desires, unwanted thoughts. This will come only when our mind is not controlled. So we feel something as burden. That is because of this only. Because mind is not. The intelligence will say attend this value education classes, but mind will say I have exam. That is the problem. Yes, Aryan, I know you.
MPCT class, sir.
Yes, Aryan.
Yes,
Durgasi
sir.
Aryan Rao.
Sir?
You are Durgasi Aryan Rao, right?
Yes, sir.
Your face cut has changed, man.
Sir, I'm wearing glasses. That's why, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Earlier you were not wearing glasses?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, I remember. So thank you for all of you for joining. All of you, please join my next session also, which is next Tuesday, 6:30 to 7:30. This is the time in which I will speak. Some 15 minutes doubts I will take. So I won't take up too much of your time. So all of you, please give time. Only then you can understand these things.
Sir,
So
the attendance you
yes.
took, sir, my name is Hemant, not Nitin.
Once again. Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
hopefully
Thank
I
you,
will
sir.
meet you all again
Thank you, sir.
next week. I will bring people from NIT Surathkal and many places who will be giving these sessions. So I am ready. All of you should be ready to attend. So that is my only expectation. So please give your time, just 1.5 hours or 1 hour per week. Then you will learn many things. Okay. So thank you very much. We'll meet in next class. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.